So I'm taking a different approach to my video because I was going to sit down, have my face. I was like, no, I'm going to stand as if I'm having a conversation with a person in a room, you know. Um, that's what I'm going to do. So I am doing this video. This is my first one after much encouragement from friends and strangers to start doing this. And I am finally blasting out of my shell and I am ready to, I guess, talk about things. I am rubbed out like no one's business. This is probably the worst hair day. Like it's pretty bad. Like it's frizzy. I don't even know if I brushed it properly. Like because my hair is naturally wavy, and if I don't brush it so it's not a little back here. Anyways, now you know the nitty gritty. But yeah, I want to talk. So what I was thinking about is something that I have been actively making a point of keeping in my forethought in my life as of the past, I want to say year. Year is where I've really put myself into it, but became aware of this, I would say 7 or 8 years ago. Um, in a lot of different Facebook posts and conversations and in articles even that I've written, I I talk about embracing pain. My one song on my 1111 album actually is called Embrace It. And that whole song is me talking about embracing pain because, I mean, it's already a part of me. Once you have it, it's not something that just disappears. It's not something that, um, you know, um, that isn't there. I mean, we have the choice to do whatever we want with it. And most of us, due to pride mostly, we'll take it, we'll stuff it down as far as we can, and we'll leave it there. And the best way to describe that is like having something rotting in your fridge. You know, you have your own personal space, and it just rots in your fridge. And to be quite honest with you, when I'm describing stuff like this about letting certain experiences go or attitude and behavior and respect with people. With my children, I call it carrying poop in your pocket. And I know that it sounds a little bit silly, but it's true because when you are carrying um, negative feelings because you've suppressed them, because you've been hurt, or it was self inflicted, it came from somewhere else, it came from experience. It doesn't matter. If you're carrying something negative inside yourself, it just sits there and and rots. And we may not know or be aware of the fact that it's there doing its thing and growing legs and becoming something on its own without looking at it. So we need to come to a place within ourselves where we will embrace our pain. And back to the carrying the poop in your pocket, that's exactly what it is you're taking something, like, I mean, would you? This is the question that I ask my boys. Would you put a piece of poop in your pocket? And they're like, what? Why would I put poo in my pocket, Mom? And I'm like, well, that's a good question. Because what do you think would happen with that poop if you carried it around your pocket? We've got, well, it would stink. It's probably squished when I sit down. It'll end up staining my clothes. So let's think about that, okay? Um, in terms of our spirit and ourselves, when we take pain and we put it inside of ourselves, we suppress it, we don't deal with it, we don't face it because we don't want to experience it. It is in there staining our soul. That's our pocket. It is staining. So, and it stinks. That stinks. Okay? Like, it don't smell good. So you don't want to be carrying poop in your pocket. So you need to embrace it. And in that song, back to that, I am talking about that. And I think that was at the beginning of my realization about pain. I have always been a soldier. I want to plow through everything to the point where when I feel, or if I express emotion, or if I cry, it has really confused some people in my life because they're like, "Whoa, you can do that?" It's like um, hiding behind that wall, right? Of tough. And that's okay because there is tough there. And that's why I'm able to stand behind it because I do have strength. But to be able to look at the weaknesses and be like, that's okay too. And any kind of pain that's been in there, and some of the weaknesses that are a result of the pain, and some of the strengths even are a result of that pain, then maybe I should get to know this pain. So I'm going to embrace it. And that comes to um, a word sentence that I repeat in my head all the time. Love it or leave it. Love it or leave it. Love it or leave it. And I say it about everything, like everything, because I don't want to feel anything else other than love. That's what I want to feel. Because in my life, when I'm feeling love, I feel happy. Whether that's feeling love for people, whether that's feeling love for nature, or walking, or singing, or dancing, or talking, or watching something, or scribbling, or doing my nails. I want to be in the love feeling all the time. So I'm going to love it, or I'm going to leave it. And if I can't love it, I know I have to leave it. And that doesn't that's everything, So if you can embrace it, you can learn to love your pain. And when you learn to love your pain, you learn to love some of the darkest parts of yourself. You learn to understand them. And you learn how to let go of things and change them. And that's why I wanted to talk about that. That love it or leave it. And that includes your pain. That includes some bad things that may have happened. And I want to make this very clear. I am not trying to minimize anybody's experience, okay? Not at all. Because every single human being has had a different experience, and we all have our own version of number 10. You know what I mean? Like, they're on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain or the joy or the anything, everybody has a different number 10. So I cannot for a second, be like, okay, I'm sorry that that is like, get over it, because to that person, their truth is that no, that was the height of horrible experiences for me. So to everybody, it doesn't matter which kind of experience you've had. I'm not trying to minimize it or make it bigger or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that there is a way for you to heal. And healing is very important regardless of the number. So if it was a 3 or a 5 or a 12 out of 10, which happens, bless you, you can heal. You can. And from my experiences, I'm sharing one of the ways that helped me, and that continues to help me on a daily basis. And it helps me with my decisions, and it helps me with, the people that are in my life, and who, it's like, take a look at your friends, okay? Take a look at your circle of friends. It's like, okay, do I love these people? Why? Okay, why do I love them? Is it for me? or is it for them? And is it reciprocated? Love them or leave them? Because it's like, well, if I'm pouring out love and it's not coming back to me, well, I mean, I'm getting drained. My bucket's getting emptied, So, okay, I've either got to love it or leave it. Okay, you know what? You know what? You're not very good for me. I'm going to have to leave you. All right. Still love you, but I'm leaving you. Okay? Maybe there is no love. Maybe it's just a leave. But that's okay. Then there's other people. It's like, woo! Here's for your bucket. Oh, thank you for my bucket filling. Like, I'm trying to visualize this, and I don't have a script. Nothing is written. So it is very much so, boom, off the top of the head. So then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to love this, and I'm going to keep it in my life. My job. Okay, let's look at our jobs. Okay? Do I love it or do I leave it? And it's like, if I don't love it, I can either try and find a way to love it, or I need to leave it. Because there are a million jobs out there in the world. Do not restrict yourself in one little bubble because you're like, no, this is the end for me. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you think the end is for you. It is not the end for you, because I have seen the most beautiful flowers come out of ashes. So, yes, love it or leave it. And when you get that concept down, you can go deeper. And you can start doing that with yourself and your experiences and your feelings and sorting them. Start doing some serious emotional sorting. And so there you go. It's like, hey, you know what? This experience, embrace it. Okay. Oh, that was painful. But what did I learn? Okay, I'm going to keep that. I learned that. I learned this. I learned that. There was a little bit of good in there. Like, yeah. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to leave the rest. This experience, that was all bad. That was all bad. But what did I learn? If you automatically go to the lesson, it helps relieve the pain a bit. Trust me. What did I learn? Okay, so I'm going to take my lesson. That's gone. Yep. So you can go through yourself and pick and choose what you want to hold on to, what you're going to love, what you're going to leave, and then what you're going to love, you're going to learn to embrace. And even if it came from a painful place, you're going to learn to embrace it. And that's going to help you love yourself, and that's going to help you heal. So that is why I came on here today. Did you hear that? I cracked. I hope that's healthy. Because I wanted to share this, and totally not scripted, so I might have gone around in a couple circles, and for that I apologize. For those that have decided to stay with me to the end of this video, thank you. And I hope that you subscribe, and I hope that you like it, and I hope that you got something from it. Yeah, and this is the beginning of something new. Let's stay in touch. I am sending love and light always, and if you have any questions, or if you got any comments, or maybe you want to talk, or you want to ask me a question, I am always open to people. We are all humans. We're all, I am just an email away. I can be reached at staceyjameswriter@gmail.com. So that's Stacey, Stacey, James, James, writer, WRI1TER, staceyjameswriter@gmail.com. Send me an email if you'd like. I am always open to meeting new people and connecting with different spirits all over the world. All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.